Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. I'm currently in Searing Gorge here at the Thorium Brotherhood's flypoint. And what I did since last, where I was doing actually a sort of a PvP quest in the hinterlands up here at Airy Peak actually. I flew down to the Badlands right next to here. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, in this sort of main quest hub of Kargath, right here, by this sort of skeleton, actually, there's a lot of vultures, and these vultures I grinded out. They were level, I don't know, 40 plus, something like that, for 10 of these sort of buzzard wings. This is There's like, I don't know, 8 or 10 of them with a fairly low drop chance, probably like 20% or something like that. But I need these for this quest, the 50 elite, down in Strangleton Vale, where I will move eventually. What I noticed is that in the neighboring zone, or where I am right now, on the other side of Blackrock Mountain, you could say, in the zone of, let's zoom out one, in the Burning Steppes. So I can get through the Blackrock Mountains, and since I've explored this, I don't recall if I've been there before, but it seems like I've forgotten to take the fly point because I can't fly there. But there is a level 50 quest here that I'd like to do, chapter level 7. Nothing leads to it. Yeah, it's just there. And if it wasn't for Questy, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. But other than that, I have these two quests here in Strangleton Vale. They're a message in a bottle I sort of completed in the last episode. And I'm just gonna hand it in when I reach Strangleton Vale. Facing Negalash, that's where I need the buzzard wings for some kind of cooking recipe. I'll show you when I get there. And yeah, that's Strangleton Vale. In the neighboring zone of the Badlands, I picked up Broken Alliances. It's a 50 lead and it's fairly tough. I don't think I'm gonna attempt it solo. Uh, I'm not 100% on that, but I might as well wait until level 55 at least. And yeah, grindy here. Yummy flowers, I'll take them, sure. But nevertheless, if I haven't showed you before, I prob I, th I got a feeling that I've been in Burning Steppes before, the neighboring zone here. But if I haven't, well, here's the path from the Thorium Brotherhood's fly path here in Searing Gorge to yeah, the neighboring zone of Burning Steppes, fly point. And one will notice, if one pays attention, that it's like where it used to be, like, uh, you got Horde dominated areas and Alliance dominated areas, sort of their homelands, you can see. Interesting how he sort of, I don't know what the English word was for it, but he sort of, it looked kind of funny when he was moving up, like in sort of in small moves, due to, I guess, the Kodo being on these wooden steps. But what I was about to say is that um, um, yeah, I lost the thread here for a second, but what I was about to say is that initially when you start out in the game, Horde will have Horde areas, and so will Alliance, of course, where you start out and you can sort of be in peace and nobody can pretty much attack you unless you sort of flag yourself by PvP. And by the way, that's done by simply uh, clicking the player with the player and then push enable instead of disable. I just thought for a second that I actually did it there, but yeah, that would have been not so smart here because this is definitely a level sort of 60 area here. And anyway, but later on in the zones, you'll see that typically Horde and Alliance have sort of, wouldn't say equal bases, but pretty much close to. An example would be, say, Strangleton Vale, where you have a neutral Booty Bay, and then you have Grumgul Base Camp, and I think, I'm not quite sure what the Alliance camp is called. It's called Rebel something, I think, but they sort of resembles fair bases, typically in each sort of area of the map. just gonna show you now that I'm talking about it. So if you take, say, Strangleton Vale, you got neutral here in Booty Bay, you got Grumgul Base Camp, the Horde Camp, and then up here by the entrance, you got the Alliance base up here. But so that's rather typical map. But there are other maps, and that's my whole point here. Can't mount here. There are other maps, say like this one, where I'd say that Alliance have a significantly larger base than Horde, or maybe even there can be places where Horde don't actually have a base at all. That's Searing Gorge, where I just came from, where it's actually okay, it looks like I haven't been here, and I guess the reason why I had something explored is that I've yeah, actually I have no idea because I just explored Blackrock Mountain. Um, then it would have no, I have no idea actually. Anyway, 57 elite. Yeah, it's time to be a little bit on my toes. But about the bases, Horde and Alliance, I mean, I think it will change even further, but of course I'll see when I get there that it's not like, well, like in this zone before this one in Searing Gorge, Horde actually doesn't really have a base. There's a neutral base and then there's Alliance base, so it can vary like that. It's just a small thing, but one shouldn't, expect like um, it's always everything is 50-50 divided, etc. It's not. So the zone is a little spooky because I don't know it too well. It's been so many years since I really quested here. I haven't done any quests here except the one that I'm going for now on my priest that is level 57. So I'm looking for the Horde base. It's up there, and Alliance is actually on the exact opposite. But oh, but the small part that I have apparently explored before I came here must have been due to, just gotta see, yeah, this is sort of the straight path here. It must have been to that I explored something on the other part of the map, um, meaning Searing Gorge, and apparently that sort of counted as an exploration here. So what I don't like about this is that where I am right now is that I don't really have an escape route because I'm trying to get to the flypoint, which is right up here, so almost there. But usually I will, if I'm in an area, I will usually sort of grind my way in, so I know that if I guess someone has been killing mobs here. Um, if yeah, so if I come to a new area and I'm sort of grinding my way in to this area, meaning that I know I have sort of on a timer that I can grind my way out. So we got a 60 rogue here. He can get a nice little buff. Fly point obtained, very nice. Let's see this guy, tablet of the 7. Is there? I'm just gonna see if there's anything sort of useful that I can buy. It's not unusual that there's a vendor or two where you can buy sort of, I don't know, cooking recipes or various crafting recipes, etc. Anyway, this quest is pretty straightforward. Go, yeah, find this tablet of the 7. It's right down there. Pretty much where I came from, but I needed the quest of course, and the fly point. So a lot of these little filthy dwarfs roaming around here. And to be honest, I think I'm just gonna kill this guy. Impressive attack speed he's got. Not a lot of damage, but it adds up. So, one of his buddies just came by. The patrol that sort of connects it all, I guess. And here's the famous tablet. Quest complete, perfect. I'm just gonna leave here. So, as usual about new zones is that when I don't know them too well, I don't know if there's some kind of 60 elite or something roaming around, and that's not so fun, of course, running into one of those, but usually they are sort of dragon-kin and you can hear them for miles away due to their wings flapping, stuff like that. So again, play with sound, use your eyes and ears. So this turned into a level 55, I have no interest in that. And I'm gonna move on to Stonard. I have the next level 50 quest down there, just gonna show you. It's this guy actually, Fall from Grace. I just, you have to talk to this NPC, listen to his story, blah blah blah, and then you have to, turn back to base here. I'm probably gonna pick up this one as well. It's one of the quests for the dungeon of the Sunken Temple, which resides in the lake, down under the lake actually, thereby the name, I think, Sunken Temple. And rune cloth, fairly nice. I have to learn actually eventually to get uh, rune cloth, and yeah, definitely rune cloth bandage. Maybe we have heavy rune cloth bandage. I'm not quite sure where I get that, but to learn rune cloth bandage is done up here in around the highlands. In the base of Hammerfall, there is in one of the houses here down to the left. There's a doctor where you can actually at level 35, and if you have 225 skill level in first aid, then you can learn to become artisan first aid, meaning you can get the skill from 225 to 300 if you do a quest for him there. There are several quests I think that leads to him, so it's the developers sort of, yeah, held your hand or held my hand and told me to go there if I wanted to become a better at healing myself. So I'm gonna pick up the level 50 there, or both are level 50s in, we're almost there, in Swamp of Sorrows, and meaning this one and this one. And then afterwards I got that. Oh, by the way, there's actually inside the Blasted Lands, which is the neighboring zone where I haven't been at all yet. There's quite a lot of quests here, level 50s, for it's a long story really, but none of these quests offers any reputation. They offer a pretty nasty grind in the area here, and I think it has to do with, I'm not 100% on this one, but in the dungeon of Diamol, over here on the other continent, it's down here by Rurales. Diamol is here. There are several wings. It's a big sort of dungeon with, I don't know, I think 3 or 4 wings. but I can drop some kind of books there, and these books combined with doing these quests, you can get a headpiece enchant, actually the only ones in the game. They will be like an additional 8 intellect, 8 strength, 8 agility, 8 stamina, I think something like that. And naturally raiders that sort of max out their character, which they have to, in order to do great DPS or be a perfect tank or healer, they will naturally do these quests. I might even do it myself. If it's an upgrade I can get, then oh well, yeah, sure, I'll grind it. Now that I'm here and while I'm remembering, I'm just gonna pick up the quest for Sunken Temple, even though I haven't even done Moradon yet, and I definitely would like to do that first. Just to do things in the right order, mainly. It's not like there's a ton of reputation in Moradon. So let's go talk to the hero, or lost hero, or whatever he was. Yeah. I think I'm gonna, it's just a reminder here that that I gotta learn first aid. Root Cloth Bandit. I'm currently equipped with heavy mage weave and it's just fine, but why not upgrade the bandages? I haven't used a single one yet, so it might be a little foolish, but oh well. Due to the fact that I have a lot of healing spells. It could be in a tight spot, you know, you can heal others with the bandages as well. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. I have to listen to his story, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. I'm not that much into lore, sorry guys, but if you pause you can see what this was all about. But I think he has made some kind of bad decision, and yeah, so, and you're supposed to help him out. So it's a level 50 quest, small reward just for talking to him, and it's just fine. And after that I'm supposed to go talk to, well, the Disgraced one. I don't know if it's him or the guy that I'm gonna go talk to. So the Master Alchemist was here. I was just about to see if I actually have learned all recipes here. Speak to Burger. And where is Burger? He's out here somewhere. I'm just gonna talk to the Master Alchemist here. See if I missed out on any. No, I didn't. Alchemy recipes. And that's another thing one can do while sort of waiting to get a dungeon or raid or whatever. When you reach 60 is sort of grind the recipes that are available. So Bingo is having a nap here, or I imagine he's wounded. And he offers a level 55. I'm not gonna bother with that. So what I am gonna bother with is going to Booty Bay. And first of all I'm gonna hand in the message in a bottle. You look like you need a buff, bro. Okay, that when I screwed up royally, guys. So I thought I had set my Hearthstone in Booty Bay, but I didn't. So you know what? Now I'm back exactly where I started. So I'm just gonna cut the video here, guys, and then I'm gonna fly my owly ass all the way down to Booty Bay, which is probably one of the longest flights in the game. But that's what you get from not paying attention. So with this beautiful, beautiful zone in the background, see you in like 10 or 20 minutes, how long it takes to fly down there. Take care, bye bye.